Okay, we are in an exciting psalm. Psalm 34, we mainly introduced it yesterday because this is a psalm where it's a little unusual that we're told exactly what David was going through when he wrote this psalm. What was he going through? What was happening?
You were trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay, Saul was trying to kill him.
And
And where was he?
David left and went to the Philistine king.
Yeah.
And he pretended like he was crazy, but he wasn't. And the king drove him from his presence.
Okay.
And actually he did that to rescue himself, or for God to rescue him.
Yeah. Of all the ways during the war here in Liberia, did anyone try and escape a rebel group by pretending to be crazy?
Many people.
Yeah.
It happened.
People lie among the dead one, and then
Wow.
yes,
Yeah.
and they were saved.
Hope that they won't see you.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So, I will extol the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. My soul will boast in the Lord. Let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Glorify the Lord with me. Let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. This poor man called, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. I like that. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he delivers them. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. Fear the Lord, you his saints, for those who fear him lack nothing. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. Come, my children, listen to me. I will teach you to fear the Lord. Whoever of you loves life and desires to see many good days, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking lies. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the memory of them from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. A righteous man may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. He protects all his bones. Not one of them will be broken. Evil will slay the wicked. The foes of the righteous will be condemned. The Lord redeems his servants. No one will be condemned who takes refuge in him. These are great thoughts of faith to have at a time when he most certainly was afraid. How afraid do you have to be to pretend you're crazy to try and save your life? How afraid do you have to be to lie in a pile of dead bodies like they did here in Liberia to save your life? And yet, can you lie in a pile of dead bodies and worship God? There's a verse that's pretty well known from this psalm. It's used for many things. Verse 8, taste and see that the Lord is good. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And here's David pretending he's crazy with saliva, spit running down his beard. How does that taste? And he's saying, taste and see that the Lord is good. How do you taste the Lord? What does he taste like?
You believe in him.
Okay.
I trust in him.
And that's like eating? Is better than eating. This is not the only place in the Bible that this is compared to eating. What did Jesus say? Unless you eat my flesh and drink my blood, you have no part in me. And he said that to people who were following him because of the miracle of feeding 5,000 and 12 basketfuls left over. Right? And those same people, he said, stop working for food that doesn't last. Work for the food that lasts to eternal life. So David gives some examples. He's thinking of times in his own life that God delivered him from all his fears. He uses the example of someone else. It must be maybe a testimony he heard. He said, this poor man cried out, and the Lord heard him. He saved him out of all his troubles. How many times have we said it seems like these Psalms were written by a Liberian because of the circumstances? This poor man. How many poor are there in Liberia? So what does this tell me to do if I'm poor? Cry out to the Lord, and the Lord will answer and deliver you from all your troubles. Does it say you will not have troubles? No. Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble. Take heart, I have overcome the world. So this is all about keeping our eyes on Jesus. This whole psalm is, when things are bad, keep your eyes on Jesus. When you're sick, keep your eyes on Jesus. When you're hungry, keep your eyes on Jesus. When you're tired, keep your eyes on Jesus. When you're tempted, keep your eyes on Jesus. When you're lonely, keep your eyes on Jesus. When you're bereaved, keep your eyes on Jesus. Come on, somebody help me. You could preach this. When what? What haven't I mentioned yet?
When you are worried.
When you're worried. All right.
Keep your eye on Jesus.
Say it like you mean it. Say it nice and loud.
When you are worried, you keep your eyes on Jesus.
Okay, who's next?
When you are afflicted, you keep your eyes on Jesus.
All right.
When you are bereaved, keep your eyes on Jesus.
Amen.
When you are disappointed, keep your eyes on him.
Amen.
When you are distressed, keep your eyes on Jesus.
When you are at the point of death, keep your eyes on Jesus.
Amen. Any other thoughts about this psalm?
When you are struggling, you keep your eyes on Jesus.
Amen.
When you are sick, keep your eyes on Jesus.
All right.
When you are in need, keep your eyes on Jesus.
Amen.
When you're hurt, keep your eyes on Jesus.
From the lips of infants and children, he has ordained praise. And because David is talking, he's probably remembering when he broke his wrist.
Yeah.
And when he was hurt, I'm telling you, that boy had his eyes on Jesus.
When you are defeated, keep your eyes on Jesus.
Thank you. Now, once again, there's many words in the psalm that we haven't talked about. We just talked about some of the main points. There's much more in this psalm. So don't just read it today. Throughout the day, think about it. When you're at lunch, read the whole psalm again. And you'll get more out of it.